So you're down with saying, oh, if I've got the derivative of an f plus a g, you can just take those derivatives separately. F minus g, it could just be f prime minus g prime. What if it's f times g? Here's what we wish it was, correct me if I'm wrong. F prime times g prime. We wish it was, right? It's not. So the derivative of two functions that are being multiplied together. Do you guys agree that product means multiply? If two functions are being multiplied together, you've got to take the derivative of the first one, multiply it by the second function, and then add to that. Anyone have any idea how I might want to end that? If this is f and that's g, let's go apply this rule. This rule says take f prime. What would f prime be if here's f? Okay, hold on. Who could tell me what f prime is if this is f? Sade? You said 10x, so you're going to say h prime of x is, because it says h of x, good. You're saying 10x. This right here is f prime. Then, Sadie, I need to multiply that by g. This is g. So we're going to just say, Sade, 8x plus 3. That right there is g. So do you guys agree I just did f prime times g? That's this. F prime times g. F prime times g. I just did that part. Now we're going to add to that g prime times f. Mr. Ben Manny, I know it's a Monday morning, but I know you've got this. If this is g, what would g prime be? You got it, you got it. Yes, you do, yes, you do. Ready? That power rule. That power rule. 1 times 8, 8. Yes, 8x to the 0 would just be 8. Derivative constant 0. Perfect, Matney. That's my g prime right here. Times my f. Matney, this says f. We're going to just write all of that right here. 5x squared minus 2. That's f. So, do you agree? This is a lot to write. So my class, I don't know, 10 years ago, was like, that's a lot to write. You with me, True? You with me, May? So they say this, f prime g plus g prime f. They take out the x's, and I'm fine with that. And they call this fig plus gif. Do you see where they got that little fig plus gif? Miss Meister hates this, that I say this. I'm like, but Meister, it works. So we do call this fig plus gif. Here's what I'm going to show you. This is the graph of True. You with me? Here's a graph of that h. This is good old h. And I'm just going to expose you to this today. This is going to be uncomfortable. Over here, this is h prime. This is this answer that I've just typed in your calculator. And I just want to show you what's going on here. If I were to be the slope of the tangent line over here in red, would you say the slope of that tangent line is positive or negative? Positive, and then it turns into 0. Guess what all of these values of the h prime graph are over, oops, I didn't mean to do that, over here. What are all these y values? Careful, aren't these y values positive? The slope over here would be negative, right, Danny? But isn't this y value like 10, 9? All these y values are positive. These y values, because this is a graph of h prime, represent the slope of the function h. Because over here, isn't my slope 0? At about negative 1/2, my slope is 0. At about negative 1/2, this value is 0. Am I going to make you do this on your own? No, I just want to show you this. We're going to get to it in later chapters. I just wanted to show you real fast. What is my slope here in blue? What is my slope, positive or negative in blue? Goes from 0 to negative back to 0, right? Look at these values. 0. All of these values are negative, and we go back to 0. What are my slopes here? Positive. They started at 0, and then they get more positive. These values start at 0, and they get more positive. So this graph of the function, this is a graph of its derivative. This is a graph of the slope values of the function. Just wanted to expose you to it. If you're going to shake your head no at it, that's fine for where we are right now. Here we go. Let's practice product rule on here. Let's talk about why we've got to do product rule. I've got one function being multiplied by another function. When that happens, you have to do fig plus gif. We have to do fig plus GIF. So for a candy, what would F prime be? Who could help me? Mr. Maine. 4. That's my F prime. Times my G. What was my G, buddy?
6x squared.
Oh, careful, careful, careful. Just G. Good call, not G prime.
2x cubed plus 7.
Beautiful. You just did fig.
6x squared.
6x squared is G prime. We need to multiply that by F. What was F, roll?
4x minus 3.
Done. Could we distribute this out? Sure. Do we need to? Nope. So we're going to just call it a day right there. Do I need to do product rule on this one if I've got x times cosine of x? Those are two functions being multiplied together, right? So we have to do product rule. What would f prime be? So I'm going to say g prime because they named this g. Don't let that get confused with this g. It's just a totally random. With product rule, they always just say f times g. Okay, what would f prime be? 1 times g. What was my g? Cosine of x. Thanks, Dade. So this right here is f prime times g. That's half of my fig plus GIF. That's fig. We're going to add to that GIF. Maybe you're looking over here. What is g prime? Negative sign. Good job, Liv. So maybe instead of plus, you're going to write minus sign times f x. Love it. Now, if this was a multiple choice answer, if this was free response, you can end right here. If this was multiple choice, could their answer be this? People are looking at me like, I don't know. No. Riker, why'd you say no?
Because it's an angle. You can't mess with the angle.
Cannot mess with the angle. I love it. So how would I write this, Riker? Because I cannot mess with that angle.
Cosine x minus sin x times x.
Yeah, and maybe just to throw that x, I would think I'd throw that x actually in front of it, just so it's very separate from that angle. Riker. You guys, this was g prime of x. Did they ask for g prime of x? Oh, man, Matt, he's like, my gosh. G prime at pi. Guys, we want g prime at pi.
Okay.
G prime at pi. We got to go think about that unit
I
circle.
feel like if saying like it being like g of x
Is confusing.
makes it confusing.
I don't blame you. I'm going to change it for my notes next year. I'll make it an H.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, unit circle. Cosine at pi.
-1.
And then, Miss Liv, can you remember what the sine at pi would be?
Yeah.
0. So you're saying, well, that would just get me a 0 over there. Final answer then, Livy Lou? You got it, girl. Boom. Make this an R. We have to start with what's h prime of x. Do not deal with that 4 yet. Let's go with what h prime of x would be. You guys, h of x is a function times a function. So what would the derivative of that be? No 4 involved. Let's use that product rule. She's like, this is literally fig plus GIF staring me in the face. F prime of x times g of x plus g prime of x, f of x. Fig plus GIF. Let's go plug in the 4. Let's go plug in the 4. Every x needs to be replaced with a 4. F prime of 4, g of 4, plus g prime of 4 times f of 4. Holy smokes, there's a lot of writing. Okay, peeps, how the heck am I going to get f prime of 4? Notice these graphs. I'm going to highlight my f information, and this is the f line. Then I'm going to highlight my g stuff that we're going to be looking for, and here's the g line. Okay, people, I need f prime of 4. Prime stands for slope. I need the slope of my f graph when x is 4. F graph is green, people. F graph is green. What do you think my slope of that green line is? 1. Candy. Okay. G of 4. What do you think they're asking for if they want G of 4? The point, the y at 4 of the G graph, people. G is blue. Danny Main, when x is 4, what's my G? Yeah. He's like, all right, doesn't have the 0.41. You're right, D. Plus, Danny then. They want G prime at 4. The slope of this blue line, it doesn't really matter if we look at 4 because it's straight. He's saying, what's my rise over run, Danny?
3/2.
I don't think it's going to be 3 over 1. 3 over 2? Okay. 3 over 2. Danny Main, last one. F of 4. Green line.
2.
F of 4, that's a 0.2. Okay, people. This is a multiple choice question. What's 1 times 1 going to get me? Plus is
4.
good job. Okay, I'm giving us a lot of different stuff. Look what they said. G, Thomas is going to be very mad at this.
Yeah.
Thomas, let's make it an R right now. R of X. And then the only thing we got to change right here, Thomas, make this R prime of 2. Okay? You okay now, Thomas? All right, people, they gave us R. They want to know what R prime is. If R is one function times another function. Oh man, Thomas is going to be mad too because the F is written second instead of first. Oh golly. Oh geez. Thomas, do you want to make the F a different? Oh. Honestly, Thomas, it'll make your life easier, Thomas, if you say G, G prime, and G. Here we go. If R is one function times another function, you guys, let's say X cubed is my F. And why is this marker so fat? X cubed, what's the matter? And the G is my G function. From the original, I've got one function times another, so I have to do product rule because they want R prime. You follow me so far? If this is R, a function times a function, to do R prime, I gotta go product rule. Let's do it not with respect to 2 first. Let's just do R prime of X first. R prime of X, we must do fig plus gif. What would F prime be? 3x squared, Liv, you got it. Times my G function. What's my G function? Yeah, I rewrote it as G of X so that people weren't crying. But you're right, it was F. Okay? F prime times G. And maybe it helps you to be like, that was F prime, that's my G. Plus, what is G prime going to be? G prime, well said, Matney. Times, there's my, we're trying to do fig plus gif. There's my G prime. What's my F? X to the third. Very good. Thanks, Reichert. Then we just need to go plug in 2. R prime of 2 is going to be, I need to plug a 2 in for every single X. What's 2 squared? 4 times 3? 12 times, I'm just going to write G of 2. And then I'm also just going to write plus G prime of 2 times 2 cubed? 8. Thanks, Sade. Did they tell us what G of 2 is? They told us. G of 2 just happened to be 2. Did they tell us what G prime of 2 is? 5. Do I need to do, if they gave us F was E of X times sine of X, does that require product rule? Yeah. Woolly's like, yeah. I see something times another something. F times G. So you guys, what is F prime going to be? What would fig be? What's the derivative of e to the x? E to the x. Times G. What's my G? Sine of x. That right there is fig. F prime times G. Plus G prime, derivative of sine. Cosine, that's G prime, times my F function, e to the x. Is that an answer? You're seeing C? What do they do, Sade?
It's the same E, so they just got rid of the second one and put the cosine.
They factored it out. They said, oh, both of these have an E of it to the x. So they factored it out. You guys, if you distribute this, do you get what we started with? E to the x sine plus E to the x cosine. I agree, Sade.